Hello my new student. This is the second video of IC. Today we are discuss about BJT configuration. Previously we studied uh, that with testing of BJT. What are studying in BJT? First of all, we study a constant voltage. A constant voltage is given your base emitter junction. This is your emitter, this is your base, this is your collector. Emitter, base and collector, we have constant positive voltage given here. This is your PNP type transistor. We given positive, fixed positive. This is your fixed constant voltage source is given here, and we short circuited this one, base and collector junction, so that this is your constant voltage. So the depletion layer is constant, or the negative, the n type is connected to the negative, so this is also a constant depletion layer is here. So the width is constant. First of all we check that one. Then it is your constant width, WB your constant. So if WB is constant, your recombination also constant, your IB is your constant, and so this is your constant value. We should our aim is that we use the BJT as a amplifier. Where is BJT amplifier? We saw that your IE, this is your input current, IE is equal to IC. If IE is equal to IC, when IE equal to IC, when IB is your very low or negligible, when IB is very negligible, then IE equal to IC. So we should decrease the IB value. Then secondly what are doing? Secondly, we are doing that this is your emitter base collector, your emitter base collector PNP type. We given fixed voltage, your emitter forward fixed voltage in your emitter base junction, and a this is your PNP type. So P, it is a forward bias. P is positive terminal connected, then it is a forward bias. And variable voltage sources, we given that first of all 0 volt, then 1 volt, then 2 volt, 3 volt accordingly. If this is forward bias and constant voltage, so depletion layer is constant. When we given forward voltage 1 volt, this is your depletion layer. First of all, this is your depletion layer. When the effective width length is this one, when we increase the voltage in forwardly, then the depletion layer is reduces, the depletion layer reduces, so that the effective base width is increases. Your WB is increases. If WB increases, then what happen? The recombination current IR is increases. If width is increases, so that the holes directly not connected to the collector side, there is a losses, which is recombination process. The losses is due to recombination, so IR is increases. If IR increases, we know that IB equal to IR plus IN. So your IE is IB is increases. If IB is increases, then losses is increases, so efficiency is decreases. So this is the saturation region, it is not used in amplifier. So that next one. Then what will happen? Then nextly what happen? This is your emitter, this is your base, this is your collector, this is your emitter, this is your base collector. It is your PNP type. So what happen? We constant voltage is given your emitter base junction, and the reverse voltage P type is reverse versus, so it is connected to negative terminal, and the positive terminal and the positive polarity is connected to the N type. And this is your variable voltage. when negative voltage is given, this is for this it is a constant voltage, so constant depletion layer is there. And if your voltage is -1 volt, -2 volt, -3 volt, accordingly what happen is reverse bias the depletion rate when 1 volt, this one, when the effective length is this one, the effective length is this one, when -2 volt the depletion layer of base and collector is increases, when -3 volt also increases, so that your effective base width is decreases, your effective base width, your WB is decreases. If WB is decreases, so that recombination process is decreases, your IB is decreases. If IB your decreases, then efficiency is increases. IB is decreases, we know that IE equal to IB plus IC. If IB is decreases or negligible, then IE equal to IC, IE equal to IC. So your the amplifier property is satisfied. So with this, this is your active region which is used as a amplifier, where we emitter base junction is forward bias and your base collector junction is reverse bias. This is about where previously discussed last class, and this is your this connection is saturation region, which saturation means both emitter base is forward bias and your collector base junction is forward bias, which previously said it is saturation region. And active region is your emitter base is forward bias and the collector base junction is reverse bias, which is used as your amplifier. Then this is your diagram, symbolical diagram. This is your collector, this is your collector, this is your base, this is your emitter, and base emitter junction is forward bias and base collector junction forward bias, so it is called as saturation region. When it is at active region, when base emitter junction is your forward bias and the base collector junction is reverse bias, that is known as your active region. What is your cutoff region? When both base collector junction is reverse bias and base emitter junction is a reverse bias, both are reverse bias, then it is called cutoff region. Always you should remember that one, because every competitive exam this is always asks a question that what is your active region, in active region which is your forward bias, which junction is your reverse bias. So it is very important. And there is a reverse active region. In active region, base emitter junction is forward bias and base collector junction reverse bias. It is a reverse, so is a reverse active region. It is never use. Next one is your common base transistor configuration. First one is your common base. Common base means base is common. Then we given here positive supply here and your supply here. Base is common. This is your output side, this is your input side. So the alpha current gain is alpha equal to your output by input. Output is your collector current and input is emitter current. So IC by IE. IC by here its value is nearly equal to 0.98, nearly equal to 0.9. Typically the alpha is 0.9 to 0.99, but best value is 0.98. The meaning of that means the 98% current is delivered to IC and 2% is losses due to IB recombination process. This is your configuration diagram. Let's see. It is your emitter current IE and it is your IC. The emitter base junction is forward bias and the base collector junction is reverse bias. The IE current is flows here. IC equal to we know that IC by IE equal to alpha. So IC equal to we call alpha IE, and there is a reverse bias, it is reverse bias, so the leakage current is also flows. This is your ICBO, this current is your ICBO. ICBO means collector to base leakage current when emitter is open. So IC, so total IC equal to alpha IE plus ICBO. IC equal to alpha IE plus ICBO. We know that IE equal to IB plus IC. So IC equal to what happen? Alpha common IB plus IC plus ICBO. If alpha IC here left side, then your IC minus alpha IC equal to your alpha IB plus ICBO. So if IC is common, then one IC into 1 minus alpha equal to alpha IB plus ICBO, then 1 by alpha divided, so IC is your alpha by 1 minus alpha IB plus 1 by 1 minus alpha ICBO. This is the most important equation, so you should remember that one. Then go for the common emitter. Emitter is common, grounded, and the voltage supply is here, given here and here. Just like your input current is your IB and output current is your IC. Input current is your IB and output current is your IC. So your beta, common emitter gain beta, current gain beta equal to output current IC by IBO, and beta value is generally vary from 20 to 200. Then beta power in power amplifier, beta is 20 to 50, and voltage amplifier it is 50 to 200, and integrated amplifier it is 200 to 500. And IC, this is your forward bias, and this is your reverse bias. In reverse bias there is a leakage current flow which is ICEO. When base is open circuited, it is a collector to emitter leakage current when base is open circuited. So IC equal to your beta IB plus ICEO. This is your configuration. Beta equal to your IC by IB. Beta equal to IC by AE. So IB equal to, we know that IE by I minus IC. We know that IE minus IE minus IC. So if divided IE both, so IC by IE, 1 minus IC by IE. So we know that IC by 1 IE equal to alpha. So beta equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha. Here we just seen that beta equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha. So we can write that 1 plus beta equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha plus 1. So beta equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha, 1 plus 1 plus. So this is your 1 minus alpha, your alpha plus 1 minus alpha. So this is your 1 by 1 minus alpha. So 1 plus beta equal to 1 minus 1 minus alpha. So we can write this one also. How alpha is beta? We just write 1 plus beta equal to, we write that 1 plus beta equal to 1 by 1 minus alpha. If beta we can write this one, we can write 1 minus alpha equal to 1 plus beta. So alpha equal to, we can write 1 minus 1 by 1 plus beta. So this one can be this one right here, 1 plus 1 plus beta divided by 1 plus beta. Sorry, again we write that one. What is here? It is that 1 plus beta equal to 1 by 1 minus alpha. We can write 1 minus alpha equal to 1 by 1 plus beta. Alpha equal to your 1 minus 1 by 1 plus beta. So this one is 1 plus beta minus 1 divided by 1 plus beta. So this one is 1 cancel, beta by 1 plus beta. So we can write alpha equal to beta by 1 plus beta. So this is previously we read that 1 plus IC is equal to alpha by 1 minus alpha IB plus 1 by 1 minus alpha ICBO. Here in common emitter, here is LC is equal to beta IB plus ICU. We can this equation we can write that 1 by 1 minus alpha ICBO is equal to ICEO. 1 plus 1 by 1 minus alpha is your 1 plus beta. So 1 plus beta is equal to 1 plus beta ICBO is equal to ICEO. So this is your IC is equal to, this is your IC is equal to 1 plus beta ICBO. Let beta is 100, then ICEO is 100 ICBO. So your collector emitter leakage current, this is your collector emitter leakage current is more than, it higher than your collector to base leakage current. This is more very important. This is your common emitter, common collector configuration. Your it is your input current IB, it is your output current IE. So gamma is equal to IE by output by IE by IB. So IB is equal to I minus IC. If you divide both IE, then 1 by IC minus IC by IE. IC by IE, you know that alpha. So 1 by 1 minus alpha. We know that 1 by 1 minus alpha is 1 plus beta. So we can write gamma equal to 1 by 1 minus alpha equal to 1 plus beta. This is 1 plus beta. This is the relation between alpha, beta and gamma. Gamma is equal to 1 by 1 minus alpha and is equal to 1 plus beta. It is your relation between alpha, beta and gamma. Then next one is your symbolically or common emitter symbol, NPN type. NPN type, how you write? First of all, NPN, this is your N, this is your P, this is your NPN. N. We know that this is your forward bias. So this is plus, this is minus, P is positive, and this is your reverse bias. Reverse bias means N is connected to positive and this is your negative. So this is positive negative. So we write this is your BB, this is your BC, because C is positive, E is negative, so EBC. Here C is positive, B is negative, so it is BCB. We apply KVL so that BB plus BCB equal to BCE. If it is your PNP type, if it is your PNP type, just zoom that one. If it is PNP type, this is your P, this is your N, this is your P. We know that base emitter junction is forward bias. Forward bias means P is positive, emitter is positive, and this is your negative. Then base to collector junction is reverse bias. Reverse bias mean P is negative and this is your positive. This is E is positive and B is negative. So this voltage is VEB, and here B is positive and C is negative. So this is VBC, and here E is positive, C is negative. So VEC, higher potential to known potential. So applying KVL, it is VEB plus VBC equal to VEC. This is about today classes. If any doubt, you can ask me in WhatsApp. Thank you for this class. Next class we studies about characteristic of different configuration of transistor. Thank you.